So this U.S. men's national team roster is looking pretty damn good. Let's talk about it.
Would you be my Mr. Dun? I still got a lot of shit to learn.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Drew here, back with yet another video for all you MLS and US soccer fans out there. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my reaction and thoughts on this US men's national team 22-man roster for the friendly against Paraguay. But before we get into it, first off, happy St. Patty's Day to all you guys out there. I'm a day late, but I'm still repping. I had a St. Patty's party earlier today, so I'm feeling a little buzzed. I'm feeling a little happy. And also, before we start, guys, if you guys love U.S. soccer and guys love MLS, and you guys want to see soccer get the respect it deserves in this country, then hit that subscribe button and be part of the change, because that's my focus on my channel. So without further ado, let's get into this topic. Oh yeah, guys, real quick before I start, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my good friends' business. It is called Tray Locally Sourced. It's a food truck, and they also have a cafe located in the Lehigh Valley. So if you guys are ever in the Lehigh Valley, look up Tray Locally Sourced. They got killer merch. Even better food, guys. I'm telling you, it's the best food you guys are gonna have. And this isn't sponsored. This is just me, like, fucking loving their food. So yeah, guys, if you guys are ever, Bethlehem Steel fans, Philadelphia Union fans, you guys are ever in the Valley, look up Cafe Fray and Tray Locally Sourced. I'll leave their website and shit down below so you guys can go check that out. So now, for real, let's get into the topic. So this roster is very similar to the last roster we had in terms of having loads of young players coming in. And it seems that, interim manager Dave Sarachan knows the type of players he wants to bring in while he's, managing. Is that even a word? Whatever. Or it could be also the fact that, the USA has no World Cup to look forward to, so hence no more really important games coming up. So we can, take our time to focus on our youth and, developing their abilities and, getting in some new ideas and see who fits where. I think that's a fantastic idea. I love trying out the youth. I love having the youth come in and show what they got on the international level. So before we run down the list of this roster, guys, I got some quick facts. 15 of these players called up are non-MLS players. That's crazy. That's more than half the team. 7 players could make their international debut this time. And finally, only 3 players in this camp have made more than 15 caps. That's insane. Everyone else is like 3, 5, even 14. But still, like, come on, barely any caps for this squad. And also, you guys are going to notice that Christian Pulisic isn't called up here because, he's got other duties. And he's carrying another team, all right? He's off with Borussia Dortmund, doing Borussia Dortmund stuff. No, but for real. The interim manager for, the U.S. men's national team, called up the director of sporting, the director of Borussia Dortmund and told him, like, hey, what about Christian Pulisic? Can I bring him up? And basically, he was just saying, like, in a nutshell, just like, we got Champions League that we want to qualify for next year. We want to put that in lock. We got an important game coming up. And also they're playing against Bayern Munich right after this Paraguay game happened. So, they're going to keep Pulisic, but still. And you know what? Why risk Pulisic and bring him out here for a meaningless Paraguay game? Okay, so without further ado, let's meet the squad. For our goalkeepers, we have Bill Hamid, Zach Steffen, and Alex Bono. I think all these spots are well deserved. I'm so glad that U.S. men's national team is going in other directions for goalkeepers. I was so sick of seeing Tim Howard. I was so sick of the U.S. men's national team constantly relying on Tim Howard, who is not the keeper he once was. No offense to him, he's got to know that. I mean, everyone knows that. And also Brad Guzan. I really never rated Brad Guzan. I was like, every time Tim was injured or they had Brad Guzan in for a game to mix it up a bit, I was like, oh god. We mostly lost, but whatever. We gave him a chance. And don't even get me started on Nick Raimondo. So these 3 keepers here, I think, could possibly be our main 3 keepers in the coming years, especially going forward. If they can all stay consistent at club and international level, they definitely will be our 3 main keepers. But we also got 3 more I think could possibly be our next 3 keepers. That's, Jonathan Klinsmann, Ethan Horvath, and Jesse Gonzales. All 3 of those could give these 3 a run for their money. I'm honestly just so happy that the U.S. men's national team finally has an abundance of really quality keepers and promising keepers coming through the ranks. Alright, it's time for those big defenders, y'all. We got Cameron Carter-Vickers from Ipswich Town, who, is on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. We got Eric Lehigh of Nottingham Forest, Matt Miazga, Shaq Moore, bro. Eric Palmer-Brown, Anthony Robinson, Jorge Villafana, and DeAndre Yedlin. Eric Palmer-Brown, Shaq Moore, and Anthony Robinson could all get their first caps this time. I'm really happy with Shaq Moore being called up. I think he's going to be one of the best right backs we've had in recent years. He's definitely going to give DeAndre Yedlin a run for his money. But if he, I think he'd also be a really great backup if Yedlin's injured or if Yedlin needs a break. Bring in Shaq Moore. He's kind of like the same thing. Not as fast as Yedlin, but definitely in the attacking sense, he loves to attack. I've watched some Levante games with him for La Liga, and he has always impressed me. Just the way he's on the ball, the way he likes to attack and also defend. So, Shaq Moore really, I think, deserves this. Also, it's about damn time Eric Palmer-Brown gets the senior call-up, man. Like, how long have we been hyping this young dude up? I think it's like 20 or 21 now. I don't know, but I remember him popping up in FIFA, like 18 years old. I was like, yo, who the hell is this with like 84 potential or something? But I'm finally excited to see him in action for the first team U.S. men's national team. A lot of the big name defenders we have, like Jonathan Brooks and Jeff Cameron, they're not in the squad. Probably for the same reason that Christian Pulisic isn't in the squad, just because they got other shit to worry about and like they're bigger, fancier clubs. Even though Jeff Cameron's playing for a really, really crappy Stoke City team right now. Also, that reminds me, another name that hasn't popped up in this defender list that I'm sure people are going to be wondering about or are going to be asking about next time around, and that's Justin Glad of Real Salt Lake. But then you think about it, why the hell would Justin Glad be on here if his back line, he was part of a back line that got thrashed by LAFC at home. That, like I said, that game could have been like 9-1, 10-1, like just the way that they couldn't control that pace or that movement on the ball of LAFC. So yeah, he had a really shitty game. He ain't gonna be called up. You need to work on it, Justin Glad. Okay, so it's midfielder time, and for midfielders we've got obviously the up and rising king Tyler Adams from New York Red Bulls, Marky Delgado from Toronto FC, Weston McKinney from Schalke, Darlington Nagbe of course, Christian Roldan, Kenny Saif, Will Trapp, and for some reason he's listed as a midfielder, Timothy Weah. Oh man, all that hype against Timothy Weah is about to come out. It's about to get more. Marky Delgado and Timothy Weah are both in line to make their first international debut, and Tim Weah definitely has a lot of hype on his back. With his dad being George Weah, Ballon d'Or winner. Crazy, man. I'm pretty sure he will come on at least as a sub, because why wouldn't he? He's got a lot of hype on his back. A lot of people are going to want to see him play, because a lot of people maybe don't watch or want to watch the French league and just see if he makes an appearance for PSG, which is his parent club. So this is the chance that they could see him in action, see what all the hype's about. I really hope he succeeds and doesn't, flop like, Julian Green. I'm also really excited to not see Michael Bradley and Clint Dempsey up here. Just so tired. I'm tired of them. Clint Dempsey, that's it. You're done, man. I don't care, bro. Just focus on Seattle. Like, you guys are having a terrible season. Obviously, won't be called up. Oh, God. Whatever. There's other players here that deserve to be mixed in here. A lot of young players that deserve a chance to show what they've got. Weston McKinney is another one of my favorites on this list. I think he's in line to be a phenomenal midfielder and phenomenal soccer player in general. And, I mean, come on. He got a goal on his first ever appearance for the international level. Also, I'm really surprised that Andrew Carleton from Atlanta United didn't get called up, because he's been on fucking fire, man. Excuse my language, but he's been on fucking fire for Atlanta United. But, maybe they just don't want to risk an injury or like over a friendly for the U.S. men's national team, or, whatever. Maybe they just don't want to loan everyone, have everyone go, because I think they already have Darlington Nagbe, right? Let me just check real quick. Yeah, they really have Darlington Nagbe on there. So why the hell would they want to bring Andrew Carleton and risk more of their midfielders a potential injury? Alright, so on to our forwards, guys. I'm going to save that name for last because that's a really hard name to pronounce. We got Rubio Ruben from Club Tijuana. We got Bobby Wood from Hamburg, the pace master Bobby Wood. And, of course, we've got Andrija Novakovic, who plays for Telstar, which is a second-tier Dutch team. And after some quick research, because I had no idea who this dude was, I was like, I need to look this guy before I talk about him. He actually plays for Reading, which is the who play in the second division of English soccer, and he's just loaned out to the second tier Dutch team. Which I was wondering, I was like, why didn't they just loan him out to like another championship team, or even like one division lower, like. But whatever, I'm glad that our interim manager found him and brought him on. I hope he really does well. I was looking at his Twitter. He was really happy to be called up. And a lot of people are like very excited for him. So a lot of people do know him except me. What if it's just me? But yeah. But anyway, I'm really happy to see all these teams, But anyway, I'm really happy to see some different striker names in here mixed up. I'm really happy to not see Josie Altidore, because Josie Altidore, oh man, if you guys follow me for a long time, you guys know that I just really don't like Josie Altidore as a player. Like, I really just, I don't like it. I think he's a big flop. Josie Flopador, I'll call him. I don't really call, I just made that up. But so, he always disappoints me, and I don't really think we should call on him anymore. If these strikers do well, then definitely keep these guys around. Plus with Pulisic, that'd be even better, but whatever. But that's all I have for you guys today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this roster. Let me know if you like, the idea of bringing in more young international players, and just your thoughts on this roster in general. Write all your thoughts down in that comment section, or hit me up on one of my social media outlets here, and we'll totally have a nice chat about it. And as always, if you guys love MLS and US soccer, be sure to subscribe to be part of the change. I'll see you guys next time.